what would this community be like with an LNG? What would we be like without a Douglas preserve? What about the Gaviota Coast? One of our early projects was the stopping of liquefied natural gas.
Because if we hadn't won the LNG battle that took place from 1977 until 1982, a really long, very difficult struggle, then there would have been residences established all along the coast. A lot of the work of EDC has had to do with development in the Santa Barbara Channel. And the channel probably would look different than it does today if it weren't for the EDC. The EDC has been central in the fight to establish marine reserves.
The community has been fighting development on Elwood Mesa for close to 40 years. And it has gone through many iterations, but when the EDC got involved, we were close to looking out here and seeing 160 to 190 residential housing units right in the center of the property at the worst possible location for the environment. One of the beauties about the Environmental Defense Center is they don't get involved just for a few months or a few weeks. When they get involved in the project, they have really no idea how long it's going to take, but they're there for the long term. In this case, over 15 years. And the EDC got involved at the beginning, and it was there right till the end, working with the Trust for Public Land to acquire this property for permanent protection, now part of the city of Goleta.
As somebody that's fought for working class communities, the Halico project and the work in Ormond Beach really comes to mind as proof that environmentalists can and should stand up for working class communities, and that working class communities need open space and beauty just as much as rich folks do.
In 2005, I was a community lawyer and working with a number of volunteer groups, and we heard that BHP Billiton, the largest mining company on the planet, decided to create their new liquefied natural gas terminal sited off the coast of Oxnard. The pipe would be coming theoretically right through here, the Ormond Beach wetlands, and it posed tremendous dangers for both the ocean and everything in it. Luckily, we had Environmental Defense Center, through the leadership of Linda Kropp and her staff, get together a fantastic team of legal and scientific experts who helped us organize, prepare testimony, and ultimately we got more than 3,000 people out to a critical hearing. It was a tremendous victory for the people when State Lands Commission said no. It wouldn't have happened without Environmental Defense Center's expertise and help.
Significance of making Ormond Beach a nature preserve is because most of the population in Oxnard don't have the wherewithal to take their kids or go to a nature reserve or a national park. And here they can either walk, ride a bike, or take public transportation. And when you get the youth involved in preserving the environment, they have a whole different attitude about life.
What they did was truly amazing. It wasn't just a in your face, you've got to stop using pesticides. It was, how can we make this happen with the city government? And they made it happen.
This is the San Marcos foothills. There was a very long-standing village, and some of the reports that have been put out, they said that they were just camping villages, but there's archaeology to show that there was a permanent village here, and it was probably quite extensive. It was good for us to work with EDC because we share a lot of the same values for the land. And for me, you know, as a Native person, the thing that I know is that we aren't separate from nature, as people seem to think. It's not other. We are part of nature. And until we know where we belong and how we're supposed to work on the land, it'll keep being degraded. And that value, I think, EDC shares.
The EDC's work is helpful not only locally, but nationally. Its work is a foundation of efforts to slow down offshore drilling, make sure that when it is done, it's done more safely. EDC's efforts at the Channel Islands Sanctuary examining the global problem of ocean acidification are being adopted by national marine sanctuaries all around the country.
The EDC is constant. You know they're going to be there.
Brilliant.
And caring.
Fearless
Forward-looking.
Lifesaver.
Valuable. Really, really valuable.